Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to the Deceptor Lab. And today I want to tackle an important topic. Right now, we've got a vote going on in Discord and through surveys for the bots that we're going to put in the next 5-star batch, which is going to be coming soon. And there's one bot in particular that I really think that if you look at all the data, stands out a little bit more than the others. And so today I'm going to tell you my top pick, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should pick this bot too, especially if you're a Decepticon. So give me a second to set up, and we will be right back. Alright, so I'm going to start off by saying my top pick and the bot that I'm looking for in this particular batch is going to be Acid Storm. And this is actually my Acid Storm for my live server. I'm still trying to get him back up over level 60. But there's a couple of key things that I want to look at here. So I'll give you a little bit of insight. So first, before we even get into all of that, I want to take a look at let's go take a look at the Discord vote so you guys can see exactly where to go vote for it. Alright, so this is the Discord server. One of the very first things you look up there is the 5-star vote. Right now, Blur and Runabout are getting a pretty commanding lead. It's actually grown. That lead has grown since I looked at it this morning, followed by Hound and Dragstrip, and then followed by Rotostorm and Spinister. So there's some good votes out there. Don't like I like Hound and Dragstrip. I like Rotostorm and Spinister. I don't like Blur and Runabout because I feel like you can accomplish what you need to accomplish there with a 4-star. Some cases even a 3-star. So I don't see the appeal, but that's where we're at. But as far as Acid Storm goes, I'm gonna go through my top 5 list of reasons why that I want to see Acid Storm and Slingshot for those of you on the Autobot side. And so my first reason is he's got that anti-healing ability. So when we go back and we look at his ability, let's take a closer look because you raise an Acid Storm in the area that blocks healing, and that's gonna be the key thing for me because if you go look at the different things that we've been talking about for HQ18, and one of those things I'll actually give me a second. I'm actually gonna pull HQ18 up real quick from my test account, and what you'll see is that there's a lot of healing being thrown on the defensive side, whether it be from the Micronus core, whether it be from just regular healing cores that people were already self-repair that people were already using on the MDS. And so you want something that's going to make things work a little bit better. So when I go look at all the different cores, I've already got like here on the MDS, I've got Micronus restoring 15 health to nearby allies. So it could be other defenses that are going to be receiving healing. You know, most people, the meta says to use a self-repair core. Here I've got Alchemist Prime core. That's going to heal one of your, the equipped defense for 15% of the damage done. So every time if you put on an MDS, it's going to cause more healing. So what you want to do to try to offset that is to use a bot like Acid Storm. So I'm going to go rotate him in. And you can kind of just take a look at how that works. I'm going to jump out of the game screen for a second. And I'll just kind of just roll through some typical tactics. In this case, I'll just use Flame War to make sure I trip that mine. And so what you see here with that Alchemist core is you're going to see it start to heal itself. And I probably did it a little bit too quickly, but you want to try to force that anti-healing aspect regardless of anything that happens. So let's run it again. And there just is a lot of healing. You got zone heal, build bot cores. You got a lot of different methods of healing in the game defensively. And so you want to have a way to kind of counter that a little bit. So if we stop you can see that there was some healing going on there. And you can see now that the healing stops with the acid storm effect. You saw those numbers. It seemed like it was a little bit slow, but you can see that it had stopped that healing for a little bit, even though it's still hitting the targets. So that's one reason why I was looking at Acid Storm as a potential answer for the anti-healing piece. All right, so number 2 reason is you're going to have nice combos. So what you're going to see is there are going to be some existing bots that you already have that are going to work really, really well. And so let's take a look at some of the teams that I use and how I can try to potentially pull off some good combos. All right, so let's take a look at my the team that I got. So here you can see I got Brawl. Let's look at that ability one more time for Acid Storm. And then the key thing you're looking at is that you increase fire and acid ability damage received by 20%. In this case, with its level 10. But at the same time, like some bots I already use Brawl with his G1. Which is going to add some fire damage. So it's a good combo opportunity to use with Acid Storm. So let's go ahead and try to look at that combo. We can do it on a base trial and see how that looks. So first we want to go just kind of look at some of the numbers for Brawl on his just on his own. Oops, I did that wrong, but that works out well. So here we're going to use Brawl. We're going to focus on the numbers for his ability. I know it's doing pretty good. Now let's go check it out with the Acid Storm ability. And what you'll see is it's going to make everything, especially for damage over time, it's going to accelerate that a little bit, making it a really, really good option. Alright, so here we'll deploy Acid Storm first, get his ability running. I want to make sure that I also get that tripped for the MSM, and then we'll use Brawl's ability. And you can already see it's working much faster than it was without it. And so that combo opportunity really, really helps us out. in that regard. All right, so let's see. So we talked about the combos a little bit. Third thing I want to talk about is damage per second. And let's go back and take a look at. So let's go take a look at the game screen again. We can look at. So this is from my test account. So at level 67, 831.6. Now let's go add a damage boost in combat. So in my case, a lot of you guys see I like to add Fracas, and that's what I got available on my test account. I might consider using. I might consider using Singe also, but I kind of worry about the bot creeping up. And so when I first started testing, the first thing I did was start using that 5-star Fracas, and you can see that's just under 1100. So we add this as a 5-star. We expected the damage and the health will become even more significant, and it's a lot better than a lot of other bots in this class from a damage per second standpoint. The other thing I'm going to look at, and I actually need to go to my live server for it, but on my live account, one of the other things that I was looking at is that this is a bot that came from a chance event. And honestly, most people don't like when bots come from chance events, or don't like chance events, period, just because of the random number generators don't always work in our favor. But one thing that we can see is this. So for my Acid Storm that I got, I went into the showroom. Give me a second. When you have bots that come from chance events, you usually get more character shards because you're going to keep getting duplicates of 2 stars and 3 stars. So when I was looking at my Acid Storm, I've already got 5,560 of the rank shards. Now, right now, Space Ape has a placeholder of 999,999. So that's supposed to change. I think that might go to like around the 5,000 area. And so if that is the case, I will be eligible to go for a damage boost of 5% and a health boost of 5% as well. So any of your bots that come from chance events, I think chance events now have more value, just because we can plan on getting those dupes. And since Space Ape has made you get more character shards than we once did, that makes it that adds a lot of value to those chance events as well. So but because he already came from that batch, or he came from the chance event, excuse me, by default most of us should have quite a bit of character shards stacked up. So just do me a favor, go in and check and see how many character shards you get if you participated in that event. And the last thing I want to talk about here is, and this is specific to us on the con side. So we got, it's more geared toward the con side, because what happened is, we had combiner pieces, and for when they were making Galvatronus. So we'll take a look at him real quick and all the pieces that he comes with. And I think I actually got him in the lab right now. I got Tripredicus in the lab. Alright, so for Galvatronus, one of the complaints that we had earlier on the con side is that Acid Storm was pretty much a pretty new bot. And so most of the players that I know that are missing the combiner piece, they're missing the Acid Storm because he's much, much newer than the Autobot counterparts. Those bots had been around for a while. So when you were looking at Skyrain, there should be more people who have Skyrain. If you want to try to pursue the combiner piece, if you vote for Acid Storm and put him into the batch, that problem kind of takes care of itself. And that's something that I actually advocated for to Space Ape. I said, well, maybe Space Ape should use one of their picks to put Acid Storm into the batch so that it can kind of be a catch-up mechanic for the Decepticon side. But yeah, those are my 5 reasons. Let me know in the comments what you think, and let me know who your pick is, and give me the reasons why. And as always, if you want to go talk about it, we can discuss it on Discord, or some of you guys actually are on my Line app. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you think in the comments. But other than that, I'll see you guys next week for my live stream, and I will see you on the battlefield. Freeze is out.